welcome to the CouncilCast. This is episode 318, being recorded on December 10th, 2024. The council is now in session, and as with every week, we will make arbitrary decisions about topics on science, technology, and random shit.
Random shit?
Random shit.
Ooh.
Random shit?
With a little background,
one of you?
absolutely no expertise. All CouncilCast decisions
The echoes
are
had
final,
echoes.
No bearing on anything whatsoever.
That's one echoey canyon.
That happened to me when I was at Home Depot the other night. I threw Eddie in the truck, got him strapped in, shut the door, and I had put something in the tailgate or in the bed, and I put the little tonneau cover. I don't know how to say that word. I probably just fucked it up. Down, and the last third of it hit pretty hard. And it was like smack, and then I heard like a smack. Like, what the fuck? And I was like, oh, what a coincidence! Somebody else was making a noise at the same time I was. And then I threw up the tailgate, and it went, and then I heard I was like, wait a minute, and it caught me off guard because I didn't think the sounds I was making were loud enough to echo off anything, but they were echoing off the Petco. That's over there where the Joanne Fabrics used to be. And I undid the tailgate a couple times and slammed it back, and it was definitely my thing echoing. I was just like,
amazing.
Wow, that didn't sound loud enough to me to come back off of that.
It's just in the right place.
Yeah.
That's
I was
awesome.
very
Just
short
like,
of going, bah!
Just like some scientist or a fisherman maybe was in the right place at the right time to find a newly discovered ancient mystery language tablet that I can only imagine
That is
has
not where I
language
thought this sentence was going. I thought we were getting a new ocean animal.
Good
A
guess, I
natural
guess.
language tablet. This is found in the ocean.
Yeah, apparently this was a fisherman in the Dmanisi municipality of Georgia discovered a stone tablet with some mysterious language on it.
Presumably, you are speaking of the country Georgia, not
Georgia.
the state of Georgia.
No, this is definitely from the state of Georgia.
Yeah, that's I've seen Georgians right. This is yeah.
This is pretty close.
Hurricane. You saw that one down there, that spiral. It's hurricane. It's also remember to flush. Oh God, what is this creepy little man up here in the third row, third glyph over from the left?
This one?
The
Him?
one with the big
Third
eye.
row. Yeah, he looks like fucking Invader Zim kind of over there, like a voodoo doll of some kind.
Him?
I can't see your mouse.
Yeah, I can't see
Oh.
now.
Yeah. Yeah. This one.
Yeah, third row,
Got it.
1, 2, 3, third over from the left. That guy.
Yeah, well, apparently the markings that are on this tablet, they may be more like regular Georgians than we thought because nobody else has ever seen this before.
Traditional Jordan, contemporary new Jordan,
new Georgians.
Nuevo Jordan. What
yeah.
language was this? Did you say?
So we don't know. That's actually the kind of surprising
Ooh,
thing.
That doesn't happen very often, does it?
No, they apparently haven't been able to kind of place it, and if anything, it may be the earliest written language by humans that would have predated anything else that we would have known about.
That guy get a Nobel Prize or something?
Just for finding it?
Did somebody pay him for it?
He's gonna get Angler of the Year.
Yeah, they think that might
you think
be.
a story like that could make it into a fishing magazine?
No.
Just fishing, and then you read about it. Why not?
Treasure Hunters, though. A Treasure Hunters magazine.
You ever seen the shorts of the guys that this is related to fishing, so I'm gonna throw it in. You ever see the shorts of the guys that just go off the bridges with magnets and pull up fucking handguns and grenades and rocket launchers? And in some of them, the cops are just mad at them. They're like, you gotta stop. And they're like, I understand what you're saying, that we're making you do your jobs and creating work for you, but there was a grenade in the river.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've seen that. They're like,
yeah.
Are you filming this? You can't be filming this. No, we're not filming it.
Oh, the ones I've seen some bad ones, but I've also seen some good ones where the cops clearly know the guys and they're like, "Hey, Jim, what's up?" Like, it's just like, "Oh, I got another one." The bomb squad just comes whenever they call, right? And it's fucking crazy the shit they find.
Oh man. Well, I give that a thumbs up.
I'm
Whatever
gonna
it
give this a
was.
thumbs down unless it shows up in Fishing Magazine. Then I'll give it a thumbs up.
Writing from space. What did you label
I
it
don't know.
that?
We don't know where it came from. Maybe
It could be from
You don't know.
space.
Yeah, that's gonna be on the next episode of Ancient Aliens with what's that
Probably
guy?
will be.
The aliens guy. Wow.
Oh, Freddy Krueger.
Does that also get Miko Kakao in it, or however you say his fucking name? Surely not. I thought he was pretty legit.
Who?
I don't know what nationality he is. Well, I think he's American, but I don't know what heritage he is. I don't know his name. He's a physicist, and he's been on the History Channel. I just didn't know if they had him in Ancient Aliens. It didn't seem like something he would do.
Oh,
He does a little bit of like not skeptic. Some stuff you see him on, it's like, oh, that's a little like kooky out there kind of like fringe physics, but like he's an actual physicist.
like maybe that's his like nighttime gig. Is he's just like, I do regular physics during the day, and at night I just make up random theories and see if anybody bites.
Well, it's like he comes off as like the guy that's like, man, I wish like transporters from Star Trek were real. Like, let's talk about how that would actually work. And then like use real stuff that we know about, like superposition and like all this other shit.
Come up with some crazy ideas, kind of like splash pads and how they have some crazy ideas about what they do to your intestines.
Is it the next topic?
Reading this,
Yes.
Amazing.
I am never going to a splash pad party ever again. Like I've never gone to the actual splash
Wait,
pad.
is this really that bad?
Apparently, splash pads are super bad for diarrhea. Like they highly recommend not going.
This
because
does not surprise me.
I'm texting this to Kayla right now.
You think she's gonna care?
Yes. No, she won't, but she will care that I care.
They apparently found that basically when they were doing their investigation on this, is that 2/3 of the outbreaks of basically diarrhea were from splash pads.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
2/3?
That's a huge statistic.
Yeah.
Kayla responded already. She said, "Yum."
Yummy.
Yeah, this apparently says despite basically the water still being treated with chlorine, it's just so much badness that
Is it just
it doesn't
because it's
matter.
kids at a splash pad?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. It's kids. It's the swim diapers. It's all the poop that's just going into the splash pad.
Which is why
basically
when
playing
Shibby
in
is
a
like
toilet.
trying to drink the water everywhere she goes, it's like, bruh, maybe not.
Yeah. Please don't.
Ugh.
So yeah, don't go to a splash pad. I think this is well
Sorry
known,
about that.
But,
Make sure to warn Brian. I think he's the most likely to visit a splash pad. He's grandchildren.
Okay, we-
He would.
All right, we can start over now. I'm back.
Okay, we're good. Matt talked a lot.
I'm gonna have to go with a thumbs down on splash pads here.
Yeah,
I mean,
thumbs
it's
down.
just,
What are we doing?
We're pooping in pools.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Brian, what's your feelings or opinions of splash pads? You go to them often?
I think they're fine. Why? Oh, I see. Diarrhea splash pads are a diarrhea hot zone.
I hope you go and then strap yourself into the toilet, brother.
These are not bidets. What are people just sitting on
That
them and
does
then
look
pooping
like
all
a
over the
bidet,
place?
though. It is a bidet. What are you talking about?
People just
You're
sit
at a
on them and poop
splash
all over the
pad.
place.
Thumbs
No,
down.
that's
World's
gross.
worst bidet.
I gotta pull out of all of you. I know COVID changed this quite a lot. Who here has a bidet in their house?
Yeah.
Blaine
2.
looks like he's raising his hand. You have 2 bidets.
Yep.
I am bidet curious.
Oh, it's 100%
Like
worth it.
I've always wanted to try one. I've never had the opportunity because
Yeah,
when
just
you
go
do
to a
things
truck
like-
stop, buddy.
They have bidets at truck stops.
Go to
Yeah.
a splash pad.
That's
They
because
got,
those dudes driving those things got a shit, Brian.
They have the little mount on the top ones that heat the seats and squirt water all around and do all kinds of
No
crazy
idea.
things. I'm like, oh man, why would you? I mean, it's already weird enough to do it in your own home, let alone
See,
at a truck stop.
I think I could be convinced very easily because I'm already there kind of on like the cleanliness argument of it all. It's like, oh, we took the grossest option aside from just not wiping. That's what we did.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the grossest option? Going to a splash pad?
Not wiping.
No,
The
Oh,
amount of irritation goes way down
what
when you
what
start
Matt's trying to say is that he's
What
fine
does?
with using.
the irritation.
I don't have irritation. I
It's-
have
it's
the
the irritation.
quilted, soft enough for a bear toilet paper.
I can't. We go through so much fucking toilet paper. I had to stop buying tree. I started buying bamboo toilet paper a long time ago.
Oof. Fun. That's fun.
So what Matt's trying to say is that he's all for bidets as long as they're at truck stops. So,
No, I didn't even know
thumbs
they were
down,
at truck
Matt.
stops.
Thumbs down, buddy.
I was just curious whether you thought it was worth it, and it seems like you do, Blaine. Do you
Oh,
have
yeah.
heated ones, or do you just suck it up?
I honestly, you don't
It's
notice it that
refreshing.
much. Yeah. It's not that bad.
What'd you say? You don't use it that much?
I use it all the time. It's the only I now intentionally go at one of the bathrooms here just to use it.
Do you feel gross when you take a shit at work?
Yes.
I figured, yeah. I mean, it's just really funny because it had never occurred to me. I never thought about it before, and then like years ago, like I read somebody made a comment on Reddit. They're like, you realize you guys do it the gross way, right? Like water and soap is for washing hands, and like it's objectively better. And I'm like, oh yeah, they have a point.
But also, here's the thing that I can't quite wrap my head around with the bidet.
You're worried you'll be gay if you use one?
No, no, not even a little bit. The thing that I am,
Oh,
the thing that I'm worried, like the thing that I can't wrap my head around is like, this is the toilet, right? Is the place where you poop, and now is also the source of the cleanliness.
No.
You poop
I mean,
into the
water comes
toilet,
off-
and then
water comes-
the way that I understand bidets, no, I'm pretty sure I'm an expert on this.
it's like a fountain.
There's like a mixer at the bottom.
Yeah,
It just
yeah, there
mixes
is.
up all the water and whatever else is in there, and then it shoots it back up.
Yep.
You have 3 seconds of clean water, and then it's
100%.
poo. It's emulsified poo water. Emascerated?
No, but really,
Macerated.
why is it clean if it's coming out of, because like, oh well, it shoots out
Comes
from
out
this
of the
spot?
supply line. You hook
Yes.
it up into the supply line that goes into your toilet, which is the exact same water that comes out of your faucet.
Yes,
Ye-
it's also
yes,
the same exact
right.
water that goes into the
Yes.
tank of my toilet.
But
God.
do you know where that water comes from? It comes from a water treatment plant where poop goes.
That is correct.
But it's not the same water.
I mean, it comes right out of
Brian
the supply
got
line,
me.
right,
Gotcha.
right at the wall.
I can't handle Brian's gotcha podcast maneuvers.
Have you guys heard the bidet ad for Conan O'Brien?
Though.
Mm-mm.
Okay, we're listening to it right now. Hold on. It'd be great. We could say we had Conan O'Brien on
I mean,
as a
the biggest
guest.
evidence of all of this was when like COVID happened and everybody got bidets because there was no toilet paper. And then you had reviews of people that were like, I'm never fucking going back. It's like, oh, okay. It's actually
Oh,
nice,
yeah.
apparently. I mean,
No,
you gotta
I
use some
definitely much
toilet paper,
prefer-
right? So you're not just soaking.
still use some to dry off, or at least make sure you don't have anything hanging out there. But
Right.
yeah,
Way to phrase it.
but I mean, you're talking like a couple,
Toilet paper has no business
100.
trying to battle the
Oh,
meth.
this is more recent.
Bidets, on the other hand, shoot a precise. What the fuck happened to me?
I love Conan O'Brien so much.
I went to a good college. I worked hard. I wrote a thesis in college. I've worked hard for years. I've raised a family. I've never gone to jail. I've never committed a crime. And here I am explaining how you got to shoot water up your ass.
His entire crew has to be
Ridiculous!
pissing their pants all
Insanity!
the time. Like, look
What
at
did
them.
I
They're
do?
genuinely laughing.
What am I? Some kind of... I don't understand. How did this happen? Toilet paper has no business trying to battle the mess of a large holiday meal? Do you know what they're implying? They're implying that if I eat a large holiday meal, I just am gonna my bottom's gonna explode.
Too much for any toilet paper?
No toilet paper can handle that. No, you need a whole other device.
I'm trying.
You need a bidet that shoots water. No more smearing. It says here on the copy, no more skid marks. What happened to this?
A precise stream.
A precise stream. Lux Bidet, oh, here we go, is the #1 best-selling bidet brand. And I thought I had sold out.
Can I just say, they say people will laugh when they first see it, and we sure did.
We haven't even seen it. 3 million satisfied customers across the U.S. and over 150,000 five-star reviews on Amazon. Who uses a bidet and then says, I've got to go give an Amazon review? I've checked back there 7 times.
I'll
Clean
tell
as a
you,
whistle.
somebody's whose life has changed.
This is... I'm going to keep going because people are laughing too hard. Lux Bidet offers a range of patented bidet models. Oh, really? Including the award-winning Neo Plus series.
Cool, that one's
What does that do?
fancy.
Yeah, the bidet comes and finds you when it's time to poop. I think you should go. Really? I think you should go. That was a large burrito. Lux Bidet's Neo Plus series is the next generation of bidet attachment with never before seen patented features. That's right, never before seen. This series features a 360-degree self-clean mode. Easy 360-degree
What a
self-clean
degrees.
mode. Are people spinning around on their ass? Easy lift design, fast slide in installation, plus all the same features as their best-selling bidets. Oh my God! Then it says, please talk about why you love your Lux bidet. I don't have one! But this is my favorite ad ever. This is a fantastic ad, and this is going to go out as it is or it won't go out.
Yes.
Get the gifts your friends and family will never forget this holiday season. Hey, Grandma, wash your ass. Use code NA to get 20% off bidets at luxbidet.com. That's LUXEBIDET.com and code N/A for 20% off. They made me spell bidet.
This
You just have
This.
to. That airs as is, or it doesn't air.
somebody like they know, like anybody that's advertising on Conan already knows, but it would be easy for somebody that paid for an ad to be mad at that ad, and they would be wrong because
they've written
he
back
just
in about it, and they're like,
fucking
"This is."
sold it.
They're like, we didn't know what to expect, but this surpassed all of our wildest dreams for what could have happened. They were so
in
excited.
multiple ways. I would be full. There is no greater
Make you
like.
want to buy a bidet now?
Yeah, it makes me want to buy that specific bidet. The ad was that good. Like Conan, like
I have a Lux bidet.
nice.
You
Do they
have
have
you
one-
have that brand?
Yeah.
Do they
I
have
would
one
not-
that
I-
speaks to you?
I would
sponsor.
not actually recommend that one though, personally.
The
They
360
need one-
cleaning.
They
Sorry, go ahead.
need one that speaks to you, and it needs to be Conan's voice saying,
Like on
"Attaboy."
Bob's Burgers, the talking toilet, the talking Japanese toilet that Gene finds.
It needs to be Conan's voice.
Dude, I would. It is unreal how good of an endorsement that is. Like,
Yeah.
and him not like him proudly just proclaiming, "I don't have one," is like a brand might be mad at that because everyone always talks like, "Bombas, I love my Bombas socks. Get your something stupid shit."
Do you wear them?
They-
Oh yeah, I wear them all the
They always
time.
wear them. They always have them. They've been given like one pair, maybe.
It's
And-
funny that they laugh about that during their ads on Conan regularly. They're like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah.
Like Jim Gaffigan being like, I recently went camping for this next joke. like
Like,
I didn't really, but I'm doing a setup, and I recently went camping, so I'll say that's an easy way in.
if you're Conan's staff or friends, like, does it get old? Like, they look like they were going to piss themselves. Like multiple people in that room were crying. They were laughing so hard. How do you do that every day?
I don't know. Like, I don't know. It seems
Maybe
just
it's
like
just
a
not
fun
like
place
maybe
to
it's
work.
just not like that every
Well,
single
I don't
day.
think that it's I don't think that they do that type of stuff every day,
okay.
but they.
I mean, he's just a funny guy, it seems like.
Yeah, he is a funny guy. And I think that he's funny. Like some of his older stuff, I'm like, I don't get this shtick, but I think that he's funnier. I
Well,
think that
his
he's
staff
certainly a
has
person
seemed
who's
really funny
funnier
too.
when you hang out with him. Like,
Like-
oh, we have our inside jokes. We're doing our inside
Yeah.
bits thing.
But do you
And
remember
people
the
can watch it and they
guy-
can like it if they like it. Yeah.
Do you remember the guy that was on his staff that was known for just like displaying like no emotion and having the most ridiculously messy office? It was like his producer or some
yeah.
shit or whatever. And the guy was just, and like people, I think still to this day, do not know if that was a bit because like Conan swears to God he has told the story, but like this would just be typical Conan for him to keep up the bit. But he swears that he found this guy this way. He's like incredible at his job, and it's just like, what the fuck are you?
I want to go find because there was an episode I listened to recently that I think is that person
Probably
because
what's
he
his
had him
name?
back on. That's what I'm gonna find. I'm gonna look it up here because he didn't just have him on. Like he has a whole separate show with him. Like it's just the two of them, and so their names that it's just.
Is it Jordan? I
names.
think it's Jordan. It is Jordan. Yes.
Got it.
Jordan Schlansky. That's it. Origin story. He does an origin story. I'm pretty sure Conan is very like, it's not a fucking bit, but maybe that's changed in recent years.
Yeah, the
Well, if you wanna
Conan and
find
Jordan
out-
show.
If you want to find out, Reddit might be able to help you with its new AI-powered search feature.
Ooh, maybe. Actually, I don't know. I haven't tried it. See, this is why they did the
Whoa,
API
whoa, whoa.
thing. They wanted to
Did
do
you just
their
switch
own-
topics?
Yeah, he did.
He
Good.
did.
Very, very deft of you.
Or no,
Uh,
AI.
yeah.
That's the cheating thing, right?
So this actually sounds like not a half bad thing. I mean, I'd be curious to see if it actually works, but like the whole idea is that Reddit has notoriously had a horrible search function. And if you want to find something, you just Google Reddit and then whatever you're trying to find. And this new AI-powered search feature apparently is going to not only allow you to search Reddit better, but it's going to actually summarize all of the replies in a thread, basically.
It is absurd how many answers I would have historically found or like reasoned my way to through Stack Overflow that now come from Reddit.
Mhm.
I would say
Hmm.
it's got to be at least 3/4 for stuff that I'm searching. Depends on how esoteric it is.
But will
Yeah, I mean, it
users like it?
doesn't surprise
That's the
me.
question.
I mean, it depends on how good it is and
I'm
how
curious
weird
to
it
see,
might
I'm
be.
curious to see. I think being able to ask like a natural language question, like stuff's pretty good at like helping you reason through stuff. So it might be able to help you reason through its own data set of comments and posts and stuff better than just like coming at it with a Google search would.
Yeah, I mean, the most annoying thing is like I do get dumped into when I'm searching for stuff. I do get dumped into Reddit posts a lot, and the problem is I don't really necessarily want to spend like the next 20 minutes reading 5 pages of Reddit posts to find the one.
Yeah, so the biggest thing I use AI stuff for a lot of the time is summary and like transposition into a language that I can understand.
Yeah. So if that's what they're doing here, I mean, I could see that being a big benefit because it could cut that time that you spend just reading. And it's like, oh, this doesn't, like these next 5 replies just don't matter at all.
The next 5 replies are some inside joke about a line from a movie that has like
has nothing to do with the topic.
Well, you know, I thumbs up for AI, thumbs up for computers. I think that is always a good thing. I just want that to go on record again on this show. That I know that AI is probably one of our only listeners. Thank you, AI.
Thumbs up
That's
for
true.
AI.
That's so true. I never thought about that.
Yeah, I will give it a thumbs up. I haven't tried it. I'd be curious to give it a try and see how good it is. So
I'm
I'll give it
sure
a
it's
10
great. I give it my seal of approval.
Are you just trying to survive the AI wars right now, Silas? Because
No,
Wait, you-
I'm not
well,
just trying to survive the AI wars. I'm
surviving.
Trying to win.
trying to win the
Bidet. God, is that you? Is this the 18th commandment? I don't know how many commandments are there. I didn't know what number to throw out there.
10.
10.
11th commandment. These are
Well,
amendable,
if you
like
are-
the Constitution, right?
You can amend them later.
I don't know. Maybe the biblical scholar here can school me on that later.
It's called the New
Uh,
Testament.
Really? I thought it was.
Yeah.
Wow.
The Mormon Bible?
No.
I mean, that
Oh,
technically.
Oh my gosh.
well, if you are afraid of AI listening in on your conversations, the U.S. apparently is now recommending you use encrypted messaging apps to protect yourself against getting hacked.
And security people everywhere said, "You can't have it both ways, motherfucker."
Did
Because you
they?
can't have it both ways, motherfucker. Yeah.
What does that mean? What do you mean? What does that mean? You can't have it both ways?
Well, do you remember back when they were like, was it part of the net neutrality bill where they were trying to legislate backdoors for the government in encryption? And like we're all arguing, all the security people are arguing, you can't. Like technically, like you can build the things, but like it will eventually be broken. Like so like you just can't. Like you have to design it so you can't. And they were like, no, we gotta have the backdoor encryption, blah blah blah, bad, blah 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 blah. And now they put out a statement that says, oh, maybe everybody should use this encrypted thing because reasons. And all of us were like, you motherfuckers.
Yeah. So yeah, apparently the
Yeah, but
US
can't you just? But wait, I have a question. Can't you just set it up so that
See, when
there's
things start with
encryption
can't
so
you,
that the
yes, you
hackers
almost
can't get
never
in,
can.
but that the government could?
That's what they
Whenever
want.
they want
a
to.
backdoor. Yeah, that's exactly what they want.
Yep.
But couldn't you make a backdoor that hackers can't get into? Like a really
make a
encrypted
Have you
backdoor?
ever seen the
Little
video
backdoor?
of the program requirements where he's like, "We want 3 red lines or whatever"? We want
Yeah,
it to be all
I've
equal.
watched that. It's
the
called
guy's like-
the video is called The Expert.
Yeah,
And they're like,
it's fantastic.
we want 3 red lines, but we
If-
want one of them to be blue.
If you've ever been a part of requirements gathering or just development in general or anywhere near any of this type of stuff, it's exactly like that.
And they,
We
you're
want
the
red
expert.
lines, but-
Can we?
yeah.
Can you get this? Could you get this done soon? He's like, well, I can get 3. I can do 3 red lines, but if I make one of them blue, then you won't have 3 red lines. They're
Oh
like,
my god, it was
right,
painful.
but I want one of them to be blue.
But also
and
all of them.
I would like also for the 3 red lines that I want all of them to be parallel, but could one of them go this way and one of them go this way? And like, well, then they wouldn't be parallel either. Like you're literally asking for a thing that is not possible.
It's so
Like,
good.
but you're the expert, so can't
Right,
you
they
make it
defer.
happen?
Yes, exactly.
Just keep referring to
It is
like,
insane.
well, if you need
how
us to get
accurate
somebody
that
else, if
is.
you're saying you can't do the job, well, I can do the job of making 3 parallel lines that are red. I can do that. That's a thing I can do.
Yeah.
The rest of the requests, it goes on for like 10 minutes, and you're like,
It's
yeah,
amazing.
but it feels like it takes forever. But then you're like, but in real life, it would have gone on much longer. It would have been a
we
2-hour
would have
long
taken the
meeting.
full hour, yeah.
Yeah.
And it would have ended with their takeaway being, "He's going to build the thing I asked for."
Exactly. Yep. Always.
And the other guy saying, "There ain't no fucking way I'm doing that." But yeah,
man.
apparently the U.S. Cybersecurity Infrastructure Security Agency, the FBI, and NSA have all now basically said, "Hey, yeah, encryption's probably good." Now they're basically saying at this point, encryption's good. Of course, we still want a backdoor, but encryption's still better than no encryption.
Let me guess. They say to use Signal.
Now they actually don't. They don't
What?
actually. Yeah, they don't recommend a specific
That's surprising.
service. They're just
Okay.
at this point in time, they're just saying encryption's better. Just
Well, then
encrypt.
I will make a recommendation. Use Signal if you're super concerned about it. Never use Telegram because that's Russia money. And
yes.
iMessage is also end-to-end encrypted, device to device, if it's two compatible iOS devices doing it. So you have to be a little more careful than just using Signal from like device to device. But Signal's your best like interchangeable bet.
I think WhatsApp does stuff now too over Signal, but
probably-
it's not quite as good as Signal because I think they still made it a little bit easier. I think for the but it is encrypted using the Signal protocol.
Yeah.
What's your take on Raven?
I have no idea what Raven is.
It's where I write a message and I give it to the Raven.
Oh, yes.
Game of Thrones style.
No.
That wouldn't be encrypted unless you hand
But the
encrypted it
Ravens
yourself.
know the
But
maesters.
I would actually nowadays trust the Raven carrying the messages for you more as far as like being intercepted, because the chances of a Raven being taken are very low.
Correct.
When it has
yeah.
a message like that's just not a thing.
Well,
Their only natural predators are humans
No.
and hawks.
Shotgun.
hawks,
Asteroids,
Owls,
meteors,
eagles.
black holes, rogue Cthulhu's,
really lucky bears. Lots of things could eat a raven.
other crows,
Giraffes because of their long necks.
Giraffe.
They live
Yeah,
at
they,
crow's
oh
spot.
God, can you imagine a giraffe just like
Because ravens are not
you see the
indigenous
video of the
to
horse eating
Africa.
the fucking
So if you
chick?
saw a raven flying, he'd be like, "What is this thing up here so high?" And then you slam into the giraffe and then hit the ground. And then a lion would eat the raven.
I don't
Tragic.
send messages anymore to make sure that my messages are super secure. I only do them over telephone.
I only communicate to Silas via going outside and semaphoring
Because no
with
one's
my
listening.
Semaphores.
No one's listening.
But
Our phones don't
Brian,
listen to us.
he never gets back to me. I don't get it. That's like Blaine, do you remember when Trevin told us the story of yelling the what was it, his burrito order across the street because he lived in
Oh,
the apartment across the
yeah.
street, because on their website they had you can yell your order, and he yelled like his order out, and then he came over to he kind of knew the people that owned it, but he
Yeah.
went to the burrito place and said, "Hey, I yelled my order over and I didn't get my order. What's the deal?" And they gave him a fucking free burrito because it said it on their website.
I've been only sending messages through my
Fartbook?
my knockoff version of Cerebro.
Cerebro. The fuck is that?
Professor X's special chamber.
Yeah,
Perfect.
that's right.
I had to go look up the name of it
I just talk to people face to face, but I make sure my iPhone is nearby.
so that it's listening.
So that it's listening. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess thumbs up for encryption. I mean, I guess it's good if you need it. So
Thumbs up for the government finally learning their lesson.
doubtful. That's a big hope.
In the article, they're like, we still want the backdoor, but also use encryption. But we want an encrypted backdoor that only we have access to.
That's how it all fucking works, dude. They're all a bunch of douchebags.
Whoa.
Except for AI. AI's great.
Yeah,
AI
AI
is
my,
great.
AI is my
Oh, I thought we were
friend.
talking about AI for a minute there. I was like, take it easy there, Matt.
Well, a
talking
better
about
way
the
for
government.
encryption, but is using obsolete technology to release new things, like new movies being released on VHS.
Oh, good.
Because who doesn't have a VHS?
This has
player
been a
anymore?
thing.
I have a
You mean a
VHS player,
VCR?
and it works.
Bands have been releasing cassettes and eight tracks for years
yeah.
now.
Yep.
That kind of happened a little bit after, I feel like, the vinyl resurgence, but vinyl was for people to actually listen to and collect because they can be pretty. But the other ones are pure like collector's items. Like, I don't think anybody's taken the fucking cassette and listening to it.
What was it, like 5 seconds? For like 5 seconds, they had those big discs to play movies on.
Laser.
Oh,
Oh,
But they were like the same size as a
big
record,
laser
as an
discs. Yeah,
album.
they had them in
Laser
schools.
discs,
Yeah.
yeah.
They had them in
Yeah.
schools. People covet the Star Wars versions of those. Like,
Really?
they pay big money to get them. Yeah,
I wasn't the quality better than a DVD?
I think so.
I think so. Yeah.
Hmm.
It just was humongous.
Right. I remember the Spanish teacher putting like one in. Why was it fucking education shit? They're
They're like, if we can get
That's
the schools to adopt it, then everyone will do it.
Yeah. And then like it didn't fucking work out. You remember?
But yeah, apparently some people have been releasing new movies like Alien Romulus is going to be the first released on VHS by
Wow.
Disney in decades.
Ooh, I can see that though, because the
Why?
original, because it's like if you want it as like a collector's piece, like a callback to the original that would have been on VHS.
That's exactly. He said basically, I discovered the original Aliens in VHS, and I wanted that vibe and style. for
People
the
will
new.
like that in like a
Yeah.
collector's
brother.
piece. I don't know. I mean, maybe somebody would watch it that way, but I mean,
I'd watch it once and be like, yeah, yep, looks just as bad as I thought it might.
Right. They could just as easily, if you want that effect, like have a cut of the movie with just like a filter applied over the top of it that does that.
Oh yeah,
It's not going to be the same as like the analog production of it. Like
no,
looking
but
that way
so
through.
apparently there's another VHS release of Stream. I guess that's a movie, and apparently it is also going to be cropped from its original aspect ratio to 4:3 full frame. So,
oh good.
so you're gonna get the crappy version of VHS as well if you really want it.
Well, they used to do that. I mean, that's what they do. They're like, well, it's gonna fit on a square TV, so we'll just make it square.
Didn't
And then I'm like,
they-
why can't I see what's going on at all? Why is so much action happening off screen?
Was First Reformed in 4x3?
Was what?
First Reformed? It was an A24.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think the entire thing's in 4x3. It was a stylistic choice. It's from like 2017. So
that could be. Yeah.
So when, Silas, would you choose to do something in 4x3? Like, what mood are you going for?
If I'm doing home video footage,
something that you want to have it look
Like
like.
What if it's not that?
Super
Like,
8.
what if it is the whole movie shot that way?
if you're doing that, it gives you an opportunity to. I've seen people talk about
Focus
it
more on the
as a
actors?
great for superhero stances because you get to have a taller frame
Mm.
in comparison to the rest of it, which allows the superheroes to be larger on screen. When you're wide, then they have to be smaller.
I feel like
Good
in
for
this
Godzilla
movie, it feels.
Say
I'm
what?
gonna have to go back and rewatch it, but it feels like.
Godzilla.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Godzilla. But it feels like in this one that it's so much of the film is just Ethan Hawke and like acting, like and like seeing expressions and changes in expression and stuff like that. That maybe they just do it to be a closer tight on the actor, and like that's really what you should be focusing on.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
don't-
Well, thumbs up for VHS. I mean,
Thumbs
I
up
pro-
for VHS and
I don't
VCRs.
think I'd watch it. The clearer it is,
They'll probably have to get some Disney VCRs sold too.
Yeah, it's Mickey Mouse's ears.
there you
Did
go.
you see Romulus? I've read some pretty decent stuff about it.
Not yet, but I have to. I've seen them all.
One of my buddies that is a huge original Alien fan was like, "Yeah, they did pretty good," and it was just like pleasantly
Gesundheit.
surprised. I think
Sorry. Did you see
similar to Jake said,
Prey?
Twisters wasn't bad
on Hulu?
Prey.
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh man, that was a Alien one too. No, that's a
Predator.
Predator one. That was really
Yeah.
good.
Did you read any of the? Did you read science fiction growing up, Brian? Did you read like Clark and Asimov
No,
at all?
I don't remember.
No. I was gonna ask if you had read or seen. They actually make a mini series out of it with Charles Dance in it. It's Childhood's End. It's a really interesting one. Like I can't really ruin it. Like I can't really say anything.
Have you watched all the Predator movies?
Man, I haven't seen a lot of the newest stuff.
Well,
if there's been newer.
If you understand the Predator premise, you should watch the one on Hulu with that's a Native American.
Is it a show?
it's-
Time frame.
Or is it a
It's
movie?
great. It is. It's really, really good.
It's really good.
Is it a movie?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's part of the Predator franchise.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's like the first time the Predators show up to Earth, and it's like they show up in Midwest. No, out towards Midwest somewhere.
Well, just out where there are Native Americans, and
everywhere.
it's.
Well, I'm
really
trying to
good.
think about the landscape. It was probably Probably somewhere out a little bit farther west. Not quite Rocky Mountains, but
Probably.
yeah. But it was great. The
Brightest.
action was fantastic.
Well, that's good. I'll have to add it to my list. I saw it when I was buying some of the Aliens movies on 4K because I'm like doing some 4K stuff on my favorite films.
Dan Trachtenberg is the director. He also did 12 Cloverfield Lane.
Yeah. Yep. He's super good. I mean, at least on it sounds like 2 movies now. Did he do anything in between?
I don't know. He did some episodes of Black Mirror.
Oh. I need
Or
to
an
get
episode.
back to that. Black Mirror is a great show.
Oh man, it just makes you feel yucky every time you watch it.
It's so good though.
Well, something else that doesn't make you feel quite so yucky is being a clown and packing your gun in your suitcase.
Speak for
when you're
yourself, Blaine.
Wait a minute. What? You said a clown was packing? What did you say?
Yep, the clown was packing.
Packing how? He's got those
packing
real
some
big
heat.
Like
shoes.
this.
Apparently, a woman in Australia was attending a clown college in Australia because that's where you go to become a
Pretty
clown.
fucking poor form with the finger on the trigger.
And
Ding, ding, ding,
apparently,
ding, ding, ding,
she had
ding, ding.
packed a gold-plated gun in her carry-on suitcase.
What the fuck?
Oopsies.
Oopsies.
And this is in
Whoopsie, dude.
Australia, which is notoriously
No gun.
very no guns. Yes, very anti-gun, and so she was arrested, and apparently just was like, "Oh my gosh, I forgot that I packed my gun in my bag."
Yeah, seems like a bit of an overreaction to arrest her. That was probably a water pistol. She's a clown.
No,
That's
it
what I was gonna say.
definitely
Was it a
real
prop gun? Oh, it was a real gun.
Definitely yes.
Real gun, huh?
It was
I
a
did
24
something
karat
similar
gold
one time.
pistol.
I did something similar one time. I accidentally packed an entire full size tube of toothpaste, brand new, just got it from the store, and they were like, "No," and they threw it away.
See, that's why you got to go to the bathroom before and shove it up your ass.
Yes,
So
yeah.
Whoa,
That way,
whoa,
and I
you know,
can
like
clean the tube of toothpaste with a bidet. Then
Now, what about like a giant thing of water? Well, no.
yeah,
that's
they
different.
pour that out too.
No,
Yeah.
because you.
What
Because
was
you bought
crazy
it-
was they
you
made me
bought it.
squeeze all of the toothpaste out into the trash can. They wouldn't just like throw it away.
Weird.
No, I'm just messing.
You're like,
Do
yes,
that.
yeah. Oh, I was gonna say you were like, yes. This is how I've constructed the bomb to work. I knew
But-
you would make me squeeze it out.
But like with water,
That's
can
what
you
it's
can
supposed to
drink it, right?
air.
You don't have to throw it out.
Yes, I can drink all of the toothpaste before I go.
Okay,
Oh my
you-
god! I really
you
wanted-
knew where
that
I was
could-
headed with
That
that.
could be a fucking skit. I don't know who would do it, which comedian, but he gets there and they're like, "No, sir, you can't take the full tube of toothpaste. You're gonna have to like throw it away." And he's like, "I'm gonna drink the whole thing right now." And he just drinks the tube of toothpaste because he doesn't want it to go to waste.
Nom, 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 nom.
Uh,
Fucking Larry David, probably. I don't know.
Will Ferrell would.
Will Ferrell, yeah, Will Ferrell's good.
Yeah, that's true. So this is definitely a real gun, except for the fact that here's my favorite part of the whole thing is that she apparently bought the gun for self-defense, and apparently was too afraid to shoot it, and so her whole plan was that if somebody was going to come at her and she needed to attack them, she was just going to pistol whip them.
What the
so she didn't have any ammo.
happening? She doesn't need a gun to be a bludgeon. She can just get something else.
Yeah, she could have packed a brick.
Yeah.
It would have been more effective.
Like, do you think can I just take a masonry brick through fucking security with me? Are they gonna say
Probably
no?
not.
They probably,
Probably.
frown on that.
What is it? What
I
would
tried
be-
to
it's-
take
this is my
cast iron.
construction equipment.
I tried to take little cast iron pans through, and apparently cast iron is in fact banned. You cannot bring any
What?
cast iron whatsoever through security.
Why?
Yeah, why?
That's just
It's
one
really
of the
brittle. If
things.
you try to hit somebody with it, it'll just break.
That's where you say, okay, that's fine. But can you tell me why?
I mean, I literally had the pans were like this big. They were like little toy pan things.
What the
and
fuck?
They're like, "Yep, you can't have cast iron." They're like,
I've never.
they're like,
heard
"I'm
that.
sorry," because they're like, "This clearly is not going to be whatever the whole rule is for." And I'm like, "I really don't care. Just throw them away." They're like, "Really?" I'm like, It literally were like.
Oh,
10
they were
bucks
like
to
apologetic
throw
that
them
it's
away.
like clearly not to cover like the toy cast iron things. They mean
Yes.
don't bring like a PUBG pan. Like,
Yes, correct.
Oh my.
They're like, yeah, this doesn't make any sense in this particular case, but it is the rule. So I'm like, whatever.
Oh
One
my.
time after going to Germany, Kayla had purchased this and put it in her backpack, and we went through security with one of these things.
Uh-huh.
Huh.
A Spätzle press, and they are
Oh, you
not
can't
small.
say that word on.
Spätzle.
Yeah,
Spätzle.
you did it again. And what'd they do?
That doesn't look that bad.
But yeah, through the machine, the guy was like,
What the hell is
kept
this?
going, like moving it forward a little bit, moving it back, brings it out, and he's like, "Ma'am, do you have?" And this is all in German. He's like, "Is this a spatula press?" And she's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Weird. I just couldn't figure out what it was. Here you go." And then he just sets her away. That's kind of what I thought it was. Why are you traveling with one in your backpack?
That's
and she's like,
fucking awesome.
"Because I didn't want to do a care. I didn't want to pay for
Right.
baggage to send it back home."
Right.
Anyway,
I probably didn't answer any questions for him.
I give thumbs. I
yeah.
actually thumbs up to buying guns for pistol whipping people. I mean,
This ended. Who buys the
Clearly.
No,
pistol
whoa.
just to do the
It's a
pistol
thumbs
whip?
up for a clown buying a gun to pistol whip people. That's funny.
The story kept getting more
That's funny.
insane by the word.
Just to buy a gun to pistol with someone, that sounds bad. But if for a clown
A
to
packing
do that,
clown.
that's funny. I didn't want to shoot anyone.
Thumbs up.
Why
Thumbs
isn't
up.
the gun funfetti not flavored like funfetti skinned instead of gold plated?
who knows?
Because she
Just like a
wasn't
bunch-
feeling funny that
a
day.
bunch of fucking confetti.
It's
Yeah,
actually
see
a
when the
thing, not a
gun when they fired it, it wasn't gonna shoot a bullet out. It was gonna shoot out one of those little flags that's just like bang, and that was it.
Could
Still
be.
pistol whip, ridiculous.
Pistol.
All right. Well, with that, we're gonna move on to our billionaire pitches for the week.
Nope.
And anybody want to kick us off?
Nope.
All right.
All right,
My
man.
pitch is I got one.
Hell yeah,
I want
I love a good pitch.
billionaire to come up with a solution where you don't have to have gutters on your house,
Mhm.
but the water still comes off the roof without splashing all over you, and you never have to clean them.
Isn't this a thing that already exists, or did you put enough
No.
modifiers on it to make it not exist?
Yes.
Hold on.
Presumably
I
that
think
last one.
Here's my design for that.
Boil it.
Yeah, you're gonna put heaters on top of your roof and fans.
Boil it.
Perfect. No, that actually would work pretty well because then in the winter I can just turn it on and it'll boil the snow right off.
Hell yeah.
Double duty.
Wait, I'm gonna draw it up in Canva.
Yeah, gutters are just
Amazing.
too messy. They're dirty. They're a pain in the ass.
You just have to go where there's no trees. Sounds like your own fault.
Okay, that's fair.
Lame.
All right, and then do that, and then do this. Hold on, I'm almost done.
Are you though?
I am.
Typical story.
There we go. Easy. I could do it in just that amount of time. Build the roof like this.
It goes all the way to the ground.
Not all the way. You can get under there,
This is a nice A-frame.
It is a good A-frame.
but then the rain just goes and it's away from the foundation of the house. This is the part you live in. And under here is where the bats.
a
That's
really good
a
idea.
shipping container right there.
I give that drawing a thumbs up.
Thank you. I give your idea a thumbs up. I want them to come up with this as well. Gutters are the worst.
You don't even have trees to worry about, do you? That are tall.
Me?
Well, yeah, you do over there, kinda. But you don't get leaves in your gutters, do you?
No, but they're just awful.
You
Like,
still get
ugh,
other shit in
gutters.
your
bleh.
gutters, like,
Oh, blah,
can't
ugh,
have
they're
shit in
unattractive. That's what we're going. Blah, blah. Ew, gutter.
I mean, I also just hate working with the thin sheet metal. It just fucking sucks.
Yeah,
I hate
thick
it.
sheet
Thick
metal is all I want.
We
Thick-
want
thick sheet metal
thin,
would be
weak
better.
sheet metal.
I like it. I like the idea of no gutters. So, thumbs up. I have a
Shit.
pitch. I would like a portable bidet, one that you can just pack up in your backpack or your carry-on, and you can take it into the toilet on the plane. And
This is the thing.
I'm behind this.
I want it to talk to you with Conan O'Brien's voice.
You know, it's a known fact that there are no bidets in space.
Mm. The man is wise.
Fair enough. Yeah,
Fair enough.
I
We don't want that
would-
water spraying all over the spaceship.
I actually gonna give a,
Ass
portable,
blaster
a thumbs up to a
9000.
portable bidet that isn't like the shitty ass ones that they have today that I could actually
Shitty-ass
use.
bidet.
Yeah,
Shitty ass bidet.
Dude,
that's the name
what
of
I want
it.
my bidet company to be. That's,
That's
what I want it
exactly-
to be.
Yes, sir. I'll take one for each toilet. And the shitty
It's like,
ass
well, where
bidet.
does the hyphen go in that name? Wherever. Like,
perfect.
I like it.
you put the hyphen where you want. That would be like their jingle.
I think that a billionaire. So did you? Is that your pitch, Silas?
Yeah. That's the whole thing.
I had something along the same lines, but you know,
But-
more like
But
you take
But for butts.
a device and you just drop it in the toilet right before you go, and then when you sit down, then it just goes right at the right time.
huh.
It's a one and done. Then you flush it.
It's a toilet depth charge is what you're going for here.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, it does what it doesn't blow up the toilet.
For some
but it
reason,
does
that's
splash
not where
water
I thought,
up.
I thought you were going down the road of this is more of a like a self-conscious type device where you're
No,
you feel that other men are not impressed with the size of your number twos, so you gotta like have a device help
No,
make it sound
it's,
like more's going on in there.
it's portable. It's disposable.
Like it's a pill-shaped device.
Yeah, it's really kind of a brick shape. If,
It's a shape. It's in the shape of a golden gun. I don't know.
Brian tries
It's-
to use it in the airplane toilet. It's just like king clink 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 against the no
It's-
water.
It's the
Then
shape.
you
It's the
fire-
shape of a
you
golden
fire the
gun.
golden gun, and it shoots out this thing.
Jesus.
It shoots out water.
Amazing.
Yes, that's a perfect idea. I
Dude,
just
I would
dropped
pay
my
$1
gold.
billion for this, and I don't even have
Amazing.
$1 billion. I'd go get a loan.
What
First,
are we
I dropped
calling
the
it?
golden
Device that
gun.
blows up the toilet water to clean
No.
your butt when you're done.
This bidet is the bomb.
Bidet bombs. Wait, is that what you said, or is that what he wrote? Because I'm
That's what I
reading it now. Wait, will you say it again? I missed it.
That is how he started it, and then it morphed from there. So
Well, you know, I'm just trying to think. It's a work in progress. I need a billionaire to help me with this.
Take this on Shark Tank.
Yeah,
Toilet tank.
Toilet
Yeah.
bidet bombs.
Toilet tank is like the hillbilly version where the amount of money they're willing to invest is $25.
How many have you made? This one right here.
Okay, can I
How
ask a question about
how much have
bidets
you-
really
how
quick?
much money have you made?
I whittled it backstage.
How much different is it than just going and after I'm done taking a number 2, I just hop directly in the shower and point my butt up at the shower head?
Quite. It is
It is
quite
quite different.
different.
How is it quite?
But
Both
how?
in form and function.
I mean, first of all, you don't get all of your body wet.
Right.
Yeah, it
Well,
depends
maybe
on
not
how
the
you
way
use
you
the
use it.
debate.
Well, that's true. If you got that pressure ramped up to colon cleanse.
I mean, if you drop the golden gun in the tank, maybe you might get wet everywhere.
Oh my gosh. I
Your,
give the thumbs,
your device,
thumbs
Brian,
up.
is more for those episodes where it might not be so solid down there, and you end up painting the
No,
toilet
my
bowl.
device is only used by clowns.
Oh,
4 out of 5 clowns use the golden gun.
The golden glove.
It's only when you have 400 clowns inside of one toilet stall that you need to use it.
Jeez. Yeah, well, that would be. Have you ever seen that bit anywhere? That you might be onto something. A clown comes out of a fucking bathroom stall, and then like 40 more proceed to come out. You're like, that's genuinely funny right there. Silas, save that bit.
I've cataloged it. I'm going to do it at some point. I like it.
All right.
Executive producer.
Matt, you don't have one? All right.
Wait. No, not really.
All right. With that, I'm calling this council meeting adjourned. Thank you for listening. We record this podcast live Tuesday nights on YouTube. And if you liked what you saw and want to check out all past episodes, you can go to notcouncilcast.org. You can also find the audio files on iTunes or your favorite podcatcher. If you have a topic you would like the council's decision on, you can email us at idon'tcare@councilcast.org. Thanks for listening, and goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
We like to party.
Drink like the party. You like the party.
we like to party.
Shit.
No, man.
That Conan thing might genuinely be the funniest thing I've seen in a while.
I heard that the first time that I heard that I was driving home from Iowa State, and I had just got to like.
Can you send that clip to me? I gotta post it in Discord.
I got to the part of the mix master where you can exit to the hospital or you can exit